Hello YouTube, this is NJ Fullwater 5, and what I have for you today is another unboxing. The last charger I got was I believe it was a T6, I believe, but this is his brother. This is supposed to be the 1000 watt version. T8 Bat Go. Like its brother, it's supposed to fit pretty close to the palm of your hand, and this one is supposed to be 1000 watts and I believe 20 amps. Looks like instructions, more Bat Go stickers, just like the last one I unboxed. And a screen protector. Huh, that's pretty cool. It says warning, fire hazard. This one's supposed to be capable of doing 1000 watts, a max output current of 30 amps, max input current of 35 amps, 12 to 40 volts. Has a USB, XT60 input, XT60 output, and a 8S output to balance the batteries. And again, this one fits in the palm of your hand. It looks like this fits right over it after I clean up all the scuffs. These guys are smart. They would put a film over the face to protect it. Kind of strange. With the last one I got, I kind of wasn't happy with the scratches. Yeah, it's coming off. I'll have to get some cleaner to do that. Well, whatever. Okay, so this one I have a 4S 1P battery that is 3800 milliamps. I actually just tested this just recently. This is a battery that I did not too long ago, made out of it was a Apple, I believe an iMac battery. It was a brand new battery, and I didn't have nothing it could go with, and it had a bunch of flat cells in it. So I took the battery part, took out the flat cells, and I soldered them together. And this, you can use it with the BMS or without. Alright, so I made this adapter so I could plug in an XT60 and power this bad boy up. Alright, let's get a little closer. Alright, well, let's see what the manual says. Okay, the manual says has an input voltage of DC 12 to 40, maximum input current of 35 amps, output voltage of 0 to 35 volts, charge current of 1 to 30 amps, discharge current of 1.1 to 5 amps, max charge power of 1000 watts, max discharge power of 20 watts, XT60 plus balance, a balance current of 2.2 amps per cell. That is big. Balance cells 2 through 8S. Supported battery types are Li-Fi, Li-ion, LiPo, lithium high voltage, nickel cadmium, I can never say that word, and PB, the sealed lead acid batteries. Supports smart battery, the input and output. The USB port is a 2.1 amp 5 volt. The display is 2.4 320 by 240 IPS LCD. The operating temperature is 0 to 40 degrees Celsius and storage temperature of 20 to 60 degrees Celsius, with the dimensions of 100 by 120 by 58 millimeters with 350 grams. Just like the last one I reviewed, it was kind of a botched review, but the last one I reviewed, the instructions say connect to power, wait for complete self-test through the multifunction keys and input keys to set the charge parameters for your battery, and enjoy your TV. But let's do some scrolling and messing around. 16 volt input, 28C. That's the working info. Pressing the middle button takes you to the task settings where you have the battery type, cell voltage, lets you pick the cell voltage between 415, sorry for the shakiness, 415 to 425. Cell count, of course, is 1S to 8S. Current charge, 30 amps. All the way to 0.1 amp. Test charge, start. If I can remember this correctly, on the last one you had to press it, you had to hold the button, you had to press the button twice to get into the other screen. There it is. You got to go back to the main screen and long press the middle button to get to the system settings. It's got the volume, high, middle, low, off. Compilation tone, well, that's the tone it makes whenever it's done. Repeater, single. Backlight, high, middle, low, and automatic. FD-100 discharge voltage. I'm gonna have to look into that one, guys. Final discharge voltage, maybe. Max input power. I guess you can set the max input power. Like right now, I've got this LiPo 4S1P, and I know it's 38 milliamps. I probably don't want it going no lower than a certain wattage. I could probably set the wattage. The same with the voltage. It looks like I can also set the voltage because it's a 14P, so you're looking at 3 times 4 is 12, so it looks like it's got it right on. You don't want it to go down lower than 3 volts per cell. Back. It's pretty basic. Not really much to it. I guess we can do a little bit of testing. See if I got something I can test. Alright guys, pretty sure this is already charged, and it looks like the negative goes this side down. Let's see if it recognizes it when you plug it in. Yep, there it goes. Okay, right now it says the cells are 4.3, 4.8, and 4.5. Let's go into the menu. See if it caught it. Cell count 3S. Cell voltage. Cells voltage 420. Battery type is LiPo. It's got a lithium ion right there, but I bet you lithium ion brings the cell count to 2.1. Huh? Let's see if we can balance this. I want to put on 4 amps. Charge, discharge, and storage charge. Start. And it looks like over here to the side you've got the amps being put into the battery. Tells you the LiPo is a 3S, wants a voltage of 12.6. Tells you the milliamp hours being put into the battery, and it tells you it's charging. Let's see if it lets you go lower. Lets you test the resistance, the cell impedance. And then if you scroll down even further, it tells you about the battery going into the device. Looks right now we're using 15.6, 38 watts, or 38 watts in, 35 watts out, 35C, and looks like it is the gasoline gauge thingy says 7. Looks like that keeps going up. I'm assuming that's how much energy we're taking out of the battery. And I'm not sure when the resistance comes on. It might come on as soon as the battery's done charging. These are almost charged already, so they should top off pretty quick. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the fan just kicked on. It's not really too loud. Let me turn this down. Sounds like it's kind of thermal controlled. Not really much heat coming out from it. It might have just turned on just to run a quick check. Alright guys, right now I've got the Dell charger plugged into this. I was told earlier that this actually says 4.4, but it actually goes pretty high. Somebody was telling me it maxes out around 9 amps or something like that. I know that it's a 90 watt charger, so we want to get into settings, and we want to make sure the max input 19 max input. So I don't know if this can be overloaded. I've never pushed it, but I would assume 90 watts. I think that's probably safe. And when I've got a 175 watt charger, not a Dell, but it's I believe it's a Xbox 360 charger. I'm going to convert here pretty soon to go with this. But right now I have my Dell charger hooked up to it. Full discharge voltage on A4S 3.8. Cell count. I want to drop this down because it's a 1S battery. I probably want to drop it down to maybe 2. It's pretty fast. Drop down 2. 4S 420 LiPo. Start. So there we have it. I'm charging from a Dell power supply. This ISDT T8 1000 watt charger is freaking crazy, guys. The cost is around $100, but it's well worth it. There are so many things you can do with this little bitty charger. Well, I'm gonna leave that at that for now on this part of the video. And hey, there's the IR. Wow, it's kind of high. I don't remember it being that high last time I tested it. Well, actually no, 58, 55, 53, 61. Those are actually some pretty good mega ohms. Those are actually pretty low. Not really sure why I didn't read on my first battery. Kind of strange. There you have it, charging from a Dell laptop charger. When I convert it, I threw an XT60 plug on there. Charging back up the battery pack I used to charge this. Something I just noticed. I don't know if you can see that, but the resistance changes, I guess, as it charges. So this actually gives you the resistance all the way through the charge. It looks like the resistance went down as it charged. So I guess you can get a resistance of what you got whenever it's totally discharged, and then get a resistance in the middle of the charge and a resistance after the charge, which is pretty cool. They're almost charged, or it's almost topped back up. So yeah, that's another cool feature. I guess the next test would be this bad boy. I'm not sure if I will have the video for this one released whenever I release this unboxing, but I have a video on this one, kind of a little how-to I kind of threw together, and that is an 8S. One of the main reasons I actually purchased this. I'll be interested to see how it charges. And then eventually we're going to use this to test some discharging. Alright guys, it beeped just to let me know that it's fast charge and done, I'm guessing. I guess it runs into a fast charge afterwards. There it is. There you go. It is done charging. It took it 1 hour and 45 minutes. It topped up at 1,770 milliamps, 12.6. Not really sure why it's not reading the cell voltage or the impedance. My battery did okay. It looks like right now it's starting to, look at the voltage on it, it's starting to creep back up like it was pulled down. It took 22.4 watt hours, I'm assuming, out of it. I think I messed up. Huh. There you go. Not sure why it's not reading the impedance. Might have to keep an eye on that one. Or maybe there's a setting I'm missing. I mean, it's possible this doesn't read. These are actually a 3S4P battery. But anyways, while I was messing with this and I opened it up and thought I seen scratches on there, I was trying to rub them off. I called up a buddy of mine and he was like, you gotta watch those ISDTs. He goes, they put on the screen protector so thin that you can't even tell it's there. So I don't know if you see me, but I had my magnifying glass looking all the way around it. I did not see nothing, so I said, alright, whatever. So I took my thumbnail, started scratching up the little bottom piece, and I noticed that it came up. And so when it started coming up, I did a little pull, and guess what I found? A totally clean screen underneath, which is pretty good because these guys also include a screen protector. I noticed the top kind of blinks too to let you know it's off, I guess. Let's see if I can turn off the light so you guys can see that. Sitting there glowing, letting you know that it's done. It'll probably beep at me again a couple more times. And then I guess that's it. I can't wait to test this out. Okay, so you press this again. I press start. No. All right, well. Oh, these are so tight. It's kind of strange. I mean, you figure that it would at least, you know, give you the impedance. I'm not really sure why it didn't. System information. Self-checking. Not sure what it does during that. Self-check okay. Alright. Well, there you guys have it. T8 Bat Go Smart Charger. planning on working with it more. You'll probably see it in more of my videos. I'm going to use it to charge this big old 10S battery I built the other day. I just wanted to share with you guys that I actually got this in, and I don't know if you'd call this an unboxing, but you know, I unboxed it on camera. Wanted to share with you guys. Hope you guys like it. I'm quite impressed that it can do 1,000 watts. I mean, I've got that new Turnigy charger I just got, and it only goes to 30 watts or 300 watts, and this does 1,000 watts. I mean, look how small it is. I mean, my hand, there it is. I mean, holy cow. And I guess the other 300 watt I got that I thought was all scratched up, I have a feeling that that screen protector is on there exactly the same. It took me a little bit to get it off, but you know, I got it off. It's just, I mean, they put it on so good, it looks like it's part of the screen. I actually thought it was damaged, but it's not damaged. It's ready to go. I'm happy with it. I can't wait to use it even more. If you guys have any questions about it, leave them in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I will check you guys out on my next video.